然后他本身也是那个埃及古文明的神秘学信息能量学的研究非常深入。今天给我们演讲的就是那个关于和谐在音乐里面的呈现。我们欢迎黄教授。
在黄教授开始演讲以前，我介绍一下，就是今天要讲的东西其实讲的是宇宙的音乐，那应该跟各位的气功或者是很多的这个能量医学是有关的。我姓吴孝山我是台湾的那个振动噪音工程学会的常务理事。那我是那个 James， 就是黄教授的大概20年的好朋友，我来帮他来翻译，因为他是用英文来讲。今天的这个报告主要是把宇宙天体跟人体的之间的关系做一个串联，因为它这所有的连接是跟能量有关。
Okay, thank you. I use the English and thank you for Sam helping me to do the translation. Today we're talking about the music of the spheres. The spheres means the planets.
我们今天这个题目就是讲的在星球间的一些音乐。
The term was phrased by Aristotle back in 2,500 years ago.
我们对星体这些理解西方的主要跟亚里士多德在2500年前，他所定义的，他来解释的这个音乐，这个就是宇宙。
And we have about we have a lot of slides to go through. We go very quickly, and then we will jump over the slides, and you can have a look in the booklet, which there is a paper about it. First, it is important to understand the Creator have given power to mankind, and there are many gifts the Creator has given us.
因为今天的那个内容很多大概有39个 page， 那有些会跳得比较快一点。首先我们要讲一下，就是造物者给我们人类有很多的能力。
One of the most important gifts the Creator gives us is allowing us to name something.
其中一个给我们的赋予我们的一个能力，是我们可以对任何我们看到的东西去冥想它、定义它。
Once we have given the name of something, we have given it a frequency.
当我们对一个东西设定定了名以后，我们也给了它一个某个频率。
And from there, from the frequency, we can connect one to another quality.
我们从这个频率可以连接到另外一个品质的这个一个连接。
And that is the deep teaching from the ancient Egyptians.
这个是在古老的埃及就古埃及的文明里面，他所做的教导。
And it has been passed down from the Egyptians to the Catholics to the Christians, and it somehow also come to the East.
那个埃及的古文明透过经过天主教、基督教，然后传到了包括亚洲到现在。
So that is the foundation, how to link the music to the planets and to the mankind.
刚刚所讲就是定名这东西，就是怎么去连接频率跟这个星球还有人之间的一些关系。
Okay. So we're talking about from a nothingness, from the void, the emptiness, what the Buddhists have been saying.
我们从这个佛陀讲空性开始在所有的一切都是空的时候开始。
The Egyptians call it centering.
埃及人称它为这个叫中心点，中心。
Okay. So it's meaning the same thing, whether you're using the emptiness, the void, or the centering, it is the same thing.
所以不管我们讲说叫空性，或者是空，或者是刚刚讲的这个中心点，它意义是一样的。
So from there we have dimensions.
从这个基础开始我们开始有一个维度的概念从点到线到面这种维度的概念。
As soon as we have dimensions, then we have octaves and frequencies.
那个一旦我们有了这个维度以后，我们就有八音度还有就其他的这些亮度。
And they are superimposed each other.
他们互相都有一些这个关联也互相影响。
And they are all comprehend from our mind.
这些东西都是我们的就是感官的整个的整合。
So, and here is the dimensions from our mind.
这些列出来的这18项都是我们自己所设定的各种的维度从长度面这个厚度这些一路过来。
The Egyptians believed, as they are all coming from one source, from the center, from the void, from the emptiness, so they are all interlinked together.
埃及人他认为这些所有的来源都是刚刚我们讲的那个中心点或者空性这些东西。
So if you take a look, the tune is the sound.
这要注意，这个第17个也是我们今天要讨论题目，就是痛就是调性调或音这个痛，这个是在其中的一个维度。
So if we know the tone, we can relate it to the playing, and we can relate it to the color, and we can relate it to the mass.
根据这个痛就是音或者这个调，它可以去连接到平面，可以叫色彩，也叫质量的关系。
So, and in the Egyptian mystic schools, they have been teaching how you differentiate it and how you interpolate it between all these qualities.
在埃及他们的一些神秘学院里面他们就在教如何把这些的各种的进行它互相之间的转换。
And another thing that our scientific people have been puzzling about for the last 1,000 years is the gravitation and radiation.
这个是已经回到我们的科学的这个层次了刚刚贺博士讲到的辐射是 radiation， 另外一个 gravity 是万有引力。
So in the Egyptians, they believe gravitation is pulling in, and radiation is going out.
那个埃及人相信那个引力啊，万有引力是把东西引进来，那辐射是把东西推出去。
It is like sound.
就像声音一样。
The sound is you pushing the particle in and then pushing out and then the sound falls.
OK， 声音就是先把声音传过来，然后我们再推出去的时候，它形成了这个波，然后声音就形成。
So the gravitation and radiation actually is the speech of an atom.
所以可以这样讲，不管是引力或者是辐射力，是一个从一个原子的角度，它的一种语言的方式。
And in our solar system, we have a picture been teaching in our schools and universities for many years, thousands of years.
这太阳星系恒星系的这个东西，这是我们所有教科书上所学到。
And you can see that they are drawing as an ellipse or circles circulating the sun.
它是一个就像以这个恒星为中心围绕的一个那个椭圆形的轨道。
And in different cultures, we have different descriptions of the solar system.
我们在过去在传统上面有这些不同的文化来解释他们不同的，从他们角度看到这个宇宙的星系。
You can see the culture, the depth of the understanding of the solar system. The Egyptians is very meticulous. And then you can see the Greek following closely, and you can see the Chinese system.
OK， 所以你可以看到这种描述的方式，可以也了解他们文化对一些东西认知的一个层次，还有深度的不同。
But the Egyptian is describing the Earth circulating the sun with the constellations surrounding it.
所以在这里我们可以看到，埃及的定义是那个地球是围绕着太阳在运转。
Okay. And then they have 12 zodiacs.
OK， 12个那个主要的宫位在运转。
The Greek considered the Earth is the center.
希腊呢，他就把地球设在正中间，就是所谓的地心说。
But the Chinese is very close to the Egyptians and saying the Earth is circulating the sun.
所以中国的传统的星系的定义，它是地球是围绕着那个太阳在旋转，跟埃及是类似。
So somehow from the Greek, so from Egyptian to Greek, they have toppled the philosophy of the Egyptians.
那个可以看到这两个希腊跟那个埃及之间的差别。
这样反过来。
OK， 他把它颠倒，所以他们的视角是颠倒，一个是动，一个不动，互动的关系。OK。
So when you read the books, don't believe 100% what the book said.
所以当我们看书的时候，我们不要太相信书上所讲的啊。
So in the astronomy in China, for a long time we are still relying on the visual counting the stars.
在中国哈，我们对这个天文那个的看法非常是依据我们眼睛的视觉的看观星，所以的观象观星的这种概念。
And we did count the stars.
我们真的是计算，对，所以我们
数这个星星。
对，我们真的去数这些星星。
They never link the stars to affect our body.
You mean never? Okay, you mean China never?
Okay.
所以那个在中国并没有把这个星球这个东西跟我们的身体直接连接。
Until Xiang Dynasty.
一直到商朝的时候
and then they have linked together.
然后商朝以后就开始连结夏商周的商朝。
And the Chinese believe that time is a vibrate.
那个中国人相信这个时间它是一个网状的织物啊，不是一个线性的东西。
And what we try to do is to temporal harmony with the person among individuals and between society and nature.
所以简单讲，就是人在这个时候，中国人有天地人这个观念，互相是成网状的一个连结。
And what Confucius saying is the North Star is the great imperial ruler of the heaven.
前面有一段他讲说，所有的朝代都是起起伏伏的，啊，它都是上升下沉。那个孔夫子也讲，北极星这种定位就是所有东西的 follow 的那个指标。
And the Greek is saying slightly different and saying that the universe is infinite.
在早期的古老的希腊认为这个世界是，希腊他们是认为这个世界是无限的，宇宙是无限的。
And in each universe there is a star, so there will be many universes.
在所有的这个都那个不同的宇宙都有不同的星球，所以有很多的宇宙。
And Aristotle keeps saying that Earth is center and refuse to acknowledge that we are circulating the sun.
就是亚里士多德，他是这个柏拉图的学生，柏拉图是苏格拉底学生。那他定义出来，而且也很重要的影响了他的后面他的学生亚历山大大帝，就认为这个世界是以地心为着眼，所以后来这个影响了这个宗教的所有的那个西方的宗教。
That has affected the civilization in the West for almost 2,000 years.
对，那个西方是政教合一的，所以大概有2000年的一个非常黑暗的状态之下，基本上这个亚里士多德这个新威廉论的，就是这种以地心为主体的所造成的一些影响。
And in the last century, just before year 2000, there are Dr. Facts from India that he said even our solar system is moving, circulating around our galaxy, the Milky Way.
那个在不久以前，就是2000年初的时候，那个印度的人他也发现，这个其实太阳也绕着这个银河在运转。
And we are actually forming a cone instead of a circulating disc.
我们像这样子一个形状的，而不是一个简单的碟状的一种运转。
And that is the sun, and that is the earth. And all these planets are following the sun, circulating the Milky Way.
对，它的一层一层的，然后它们整个叠在一起，围绕着这个 Milky Way，就是那个银河在绕行。
And that is the path of the Polaris.
水星那个这个刚在的轨迹就是北极星它所经历的一些的轨道，过去的 past 经历过的路线。
So even the Polaris we thought is fixed in the sky is actually moving in a vortex.
OK， 所以我们以为北极星是定在那里，但它其实也是在绕行。
So in the ancient time, the Egyptians has this concept of the universe, and there is 3 layers of constellations. The first one, the second one, the third one, and they're slightly behind in the movement.
他在埃及以前就发现这些不同的轨道，它一层一层的，而且有一些在稍稍落后于其他的这个循环宇宙。
And that is the layer where our eyes can see. That is the stars on the third layer. And inside our solar systems.
我们在里面，所以我们能看到的都是第一圈的。
So the second and the outer layer of the constellation we cannot see visually.
从稍微外圈的我们就没有办法看到。
And from there, they have developed the sound system.
在这个基础下面，他们发展了声音的系统，埃及。
And the sound is following the constellations. That is the Virgo, that is the Lions, Leos, etc. That is the constellations there.
声音跟这些星座的这个是他把它找的，这个就有它的这个关联性。
And it also gives us our musical keys.
也是给我们音乐的 key。
And from there, if we look at our Chinese, five major tunes, there's Mi, So, La, Do, Re.
中国的五音啊，东南爵士语就跟这个咪嗦拉哆瑞是一个，基本上是一个字。
Mi, So, La, Do, Re. So the Chinese system obviously is not following the constellation.
所以这个刚看起来，所以 is not a follow. OK， 所以看起来它并没有虽然是一个也是形成环境，但没有根据它的这个次序。
And Gurdjieff is a famous psychologist, and he has using the sound as fa, mi, re, do to construct the enneagram.
那个 George Gurdjieff 他是一个心理学家，他提出来这个就是九型人格的这个架构，他是根据这样子，然后他也看到他的声音之间的关联。
And that is the sound according to the characters of the person.
他也表达了就是声音跟一个人的，就是九型人格他不同个性的啊，他有三组，一个跟用思考的，用那个情绪的，或者用本能的，这三类的人就分成9，然后他声音跟他们是有相关性。
And 3 and 6 he considered is the motivation.
3和6就是它是一种情绪型的人。
No, it's the motion.
Motion.
The motion to move the character.
OK， 他的这个对情绪影响这个个性。
And in 1978, a Swiss mathematician has created a formula to find out the cosmic octave.
在1978年，这个人Hans Kostel， 他是一个瑞士，他一个数学家，他发展出来一个宇宙的8音度的这个连接。
And then he using this octave to link to our weather, the color, and rhythms and tunes.
他把这个8音度跟这个天气、颜色、韵律和这个tone这一把去进行做连接起来。
That's the formula. F times 2 to the power n.
OK， 他基本上他用这个公式就频率这个乘上2的 n 次方。
And he changed and double using 2 is the doubling of the frequency to make it into audible frequency range.
这个基本上是把它转换成我们可以听觉的就是频率，就是2的 n 次方的概念是这样。
That is the harmony.
这也是一个谐波，一个谐波谐振。
And that is what his formula is, and applying to the Earth.
这个就是可以算出来194.18 Hz 就是地球的这个地球的声音啊，
我们
可以听到的这个声音。
It is a harmony.
Harmonic.
And that is the rest of the planets.
所以星球音乐它有不同的那个星球，它分别代表它有不同的这个频率。
So
OK，
yeah, this is the audible range of Mercury. That is the audible range of Venus.
OK， 这些都是可以听到的这个频率的不同的痛，这个不同的痛。
They are the harmonics of that planet's orbit.
它跟它的这个轨道啊，这个星球跟它的轨道形成一个谐振，因为声音是它可以有 air form 和 structure form。如果说振动它就有结构，所以它其实是一个波，然后它在运行的时候它就靠能量，那它就是用这样子的在运动它。
And that also tied up from the Robert Frost a book that was printed in 1600s. That is how many years ago? 500-600 years ago.
这500-600年前，这个他们就定义出来单旋群的这个声音的一个特征。
And that is Earth. And there is another planet, Aqua. Yeah, that's amazing.
所以它跟星球之间的关系，用单旋的方式去
Yeah, that is the
标示出来。最底下是地球，那中间那个亮亮那个是太阳。OK， 就一圈一圈的关系。
So,
跟它的频率就有关。
So from the very old belief systems of referring the suns and our planets relating to frequency and octaves.
所以这也可以让我们知道，我们每个人人体跟这个星球之间，它的声音之间，用什么频率，用什么样的痛来形成一个相关联性。
And Isaac Newton has also using the wavelength from the light transferred to the tones. That is his experiment and his sketch, using a prism with the light coming in, and then the light is bent according to the light, the colors wavelength, and from there he draw the circle of light.
那个牛顿他用那个棱镜我们会折射出光，投在这个投影下去以后，以一个圆圈，用圆圈的方式把它绕行起来以后，在这个圆圈上面可以标示它走过的这个每一个的宽度。
And from there you can see the sound A, G, and E. That is the tone of the color.
所以这个颜色跟声音之间的关系，也从这个上面可以转换出来，就知道不同的位置它的颜色就是它的痛，跟声音的痛是可以相对应。
Okay. So we again reinforce what the Egyptians have been saying, that the color and the tone and the planets and the constellations are one unit, one system.
所以在这里面，我们可以看到，不管是痛，或者是就是声音，还有就是跟星球还有颜色这些，它其实都可以在同一的应该说坐标系里面去描述出来。
So that is the harmonics.
这是一个谐振的这个状态。
So
主波。
So whether it is a C like this or a C like this, they are the same quality.
OK， 不管是这个驻波这样子的低的，如果高8个以后的 C， 它的 quality 是一样
的。And in scalar wave, in the universe, we consider the transmit of information is using scalar waves.
那个标量的一个那个波形它代表还不是一个维度的它有时候还有除了像 EV 一样电波和磁波，它是正交的。
And this is from Whittaker's 1903 description. The harmonics that is above, we have normal standard wavelength, and then you have harmonics going up, and then you have subharmonics going down, but they're carrying the same quality.
所以我们两段波，但是它的谐波稍微差异变动一点，还有更上面的，还更宽的哈，但是它的品质是一样的。
Okay. And for those not familiar, what is a scalar wave? Okay, maybe I borrow Sam's hand. If I shake him loosely, that is ordinary linear wave, right? But if you hold on, rigid and push pull, that is scalar wave. Okay.
那个如果我放松两个，它就抖我的时候，那个这个叫linear wave，它放松。但是如果用力的话，会跟它干扰，所以它会产生不同的维度的响应啊，所以是多维度。
So if you imagine the EMF is transverse wave, and it will take longer to transmit from one point to the other, and where it is a scalar wave, because the connection is rigid, is almost instant.
那个像电磁波，它可以传递很远，但如果另外一端是一个很时间长一点的话哈，那它你会看到基本上是几乎停滞的状态，驻波。
No, it's the time of transmission.
Time of transmission.
That scalar wave is quicker than light.
哦 ，OK。所以这样的话，标量波它速度会比那个光速还要快。如果时间拉长的话来看。
And then what we're talking about is when we're transmitting a wave, we create the polarity.
当我们那个传递这个波的时候，我们同时也产生了极性。
And when we have the polarity, and we started to have the speed of the atoms.
像因为它有极性，所以让这个像这个原子它会开始旋转，因为它不只是一个维度，它同时有互相干扰，它会开始 spin 旋转自旋。
So that is when we are transmitting energy and information. It is the same.
所以就跟我们把一个不管是能量或者讯号传递出去一样，它都是呈现这个方式来运动。
The same as gravity and radiation. It is just a pulsation action.
所以刚刚讲的，不管是吸引力、万有引力，或者是辐射力，它都是这样子的在就是说传递和运转之中。
So tune is a sound, is a plane, is a temperature, and other dimensions.
所以这个调性这个东西啊，分别用在色彩学里面有它的调性，这个平面也有，温度也有，还有其他的各种不同的这个维度也都有这个调性这个名称。
And all explosives are either generative, reactive, or radioactive.
所以它所有跟这个general reactive 或者是那个radio 的，就是爆炸的这个爆炸这些东西，或者是收敛这些都有关联。
So that is the 17th dimension.
这是刚刚第二章我们讲的第17个维度。
So how can we compare the repulsion and the radiation? Then we're using the frequency. We're using the sound as the comparison.
所以我们在做比对的时候，我们用不管是这个推还是拉，我们都用这个声音的这个方式，来去定义它。
And we take a look how the Chinese has been using the astrology, the purple star astrology.
这是中国的那个紫微斗数，也是我们的占星学。
And you can see it has major stars. I think people familiar with it, and then supporting stars, which is affecting a life of a particular person based on their point of arrival on this planet.
就大部分人都知道这个紫微斗数，根据你出生的时候，你可以排出你的命盘，有主星、有副星，还有这些它的运行，随着12年的周期，或者是12个月的周期。
Okay. And there is an older version of the Ziwei. It is called the 天斗数。
在这个紫微斗数之前，也有一个叫做那个测天斗数，叫跟天干有关的测天斗数。
So you can see they are organizing it different constellations in a circular form.
对，你可以看它排列的方式是依据一个环形的方式来辐射。
And recently, there is in the news that saying they have the researchers have found the oracles, which is much older than 5,000 years, and it is not in the province, the Shang dynasties, the territory of the Shang dynasty. So where the Chinese culture comes from?
So they are not the religion. 他在新闻有报道，他们发现了那个甲骨文不在这个原来商朝的范围之内哈。所以真正的中华文化可能来自更远的其他地方。
And very interesting, the Chinese has been using Gan Zhi to describe the time.
所以中国人用天干地支来描述这个时间。
Why?
为什么？枝干来描述为什么？
Can we not count? We have to rely on the trees to count.
对，为什么我们用树干、树枝就干枝来描述？为什么我们不能用数值的方式来算？为什么要用形象的方式来表达？
So, and from history or from the archaeology, the oldest record of the Gan Zhi is from the shoulder blade of a cow.
OK， 这是一个牛骨上面那个商朝从这里面我们把它定义出，所以我们才 follow 这个东西定出天干地支的，是从甲骨文。
That is the oldest finding in the Chinese history.
这个是最早发展出来的中国历史里面对干支的天干地支的这个的排列规范。
And also there has been a lot of people trying to explain why they're using these characters, as counting.
很多人在研究怎么去为什么用甲乙丙丁来解释来描述这个东西。
Okay. And from my finding, they are not from Chinese.
那个 James 他那个黄博士发现这个并不是来自中国的哈。
It is a translation like Om Mani Padme Hum.
对啊，它是一种翻译哈，就怎么把用这个翻译过来。
It is a sound translation and using the word.
其实它是在用声音来传递一些文字，它是用声音的。
So that is the Shang Silk Road.
商朝的那个丝路，
And you can see the path they're coming in.
从西方传过来。
And that is why only after Shang Dynasty we have the relation from human to the constellation.
这也就是为什么中国人以前没有连接跟这个宇宙天文的，在这个商朝里头才开始连接的原因。
Because we already start trading through the Silk Road.
那时候就是透过丝路的那个贸易，我们引进了西方的这个一些文明。
And then I traced it where the tree come from.
他追溯这个树干树枝的概念从哪里来的？这从
And it is come from here, from the Babylon.
那个它这个就是美索不达米亚的那个一个文化，从巴比伦文化开始。各位知道那个巴比伦塔的概念。
And that is in their stone sculptures, that is the tree of life.
这生命树的这个最早的原型发现在哪里？
So that is what I believe is connecting the tree to each person's life.
所以他这建筑就黄博士他相信这个生命树也代表了这个每一个这个就是枝干这些东西跟人的生命之间的关联。
And very interesting, you see the sculpture there with two God or angels blessing the tree. And then you have seen the Egyptians about the same time with two priests blessing the tree. That's the symbol of tree.
所以从刚刚美索不亚面那个文化，他可以看到两个天使在对这个树祝福。同样的一个时间，埃及也是他的祭司对这个树做祝福。
And that is about 3,100 BC. It's about the same time as the Babylon.
大概5000年前，也就是巴比伦的时代。
And you can also see the workmanship. At that time, the Chinese is still carving on bones.
那时候的在这个文化上面，我们这中国才在这个骨头上面雕刻，同一个时期。
And they already have huge temples and very impressive artwork.
所以在同一个时间，就5000年前，埃及已经在很漂亮的神庙金字塔，古夫金字塔是4900年前建好，它的每边的公差只有2/1000。
And they have also using this shape and describing the tree of life.
他用这种形状的这个描述来描述这个生命树，
And that to me looked like a car.
看起来就像甘蔗的甘蔗。
And there is a book from a professor in the New York University called Professor Ashby. Is the kinetic tree of life. And kinetic means start or the beginnings.
这个在纽约一个教授 S.B. 他写了一本书 Kinetic The Tree of Life 生命之树 Kinetic 是从开始，就是从无形或黑暗中开始。
So that also sounds like what we have in Chinese.
讲OK， 这个声音也是我们中文的讲
Okay.
Cat.
And from there we have another. I come into another temple called Dendra, and they have completed it 2,250 BC. That's 4,000 years ago, 4,500 years ago. And in the temple, they say the sky and the stars make music in you. It is inscribed on the wall.
在墙上，这个 Dender Temple 这个在埃及的一个神庙在4000多年前它建好，它的墙上就有写这个天和星球天体和星球在奏出音乐，为我们奏出音乐。
不是 the music in you. You are.
我们OK， 我们跟它是在一起的。
So, and that is what they meant. It is from in the temple's roof.
这是在那个神庙的屋顶上面，它的顶上的这个。
And you see all the constellations already very clear inscribed on the ceiling.
你看到这上面已经描述这个图像跟这个星座的这个代表是非常，就已经很清楚看到。
And also in the tree of life, they have 10 steps. It is referred to our 10
OK， 所以这个巴拉卡这些东西，它有10个 step 10个步骤，它跟我们的天干10个天干是一样的。这边是12个。
So, and that is the Western astrology chart. and that is our Chinese astrology chart.
这个是西方的星座图，那这是我们的东方的最古老的，在紫微斗数之前的测天星座图。
And if we put the Chinese astrology chart, okay, and you will see the coincidence. Okay, I just flipped through. Sorry about this. We take too long to finish this. Okay, and that is the music of life. And then if we superimpose the Chinese astrology chart, and you see how they coincide.
所以这个星座的图代表每一个人，那它跟这个宇宙的这个星座的这个排列哈，这个天文的这些东西，它是完全叠代在一起。
And that is the oldest calendar I can find. Also from the archaeologists, is 10,000 years old. They are digging holes on the hillside to observe the moon.
10000年前的 calendar 就是那个月历啊，那个来看到跟星座之间的关系。
So now we understand where the sound, the tune related to life. And once we understand it, and obviously we can change it.
所以我们从这里面可以，就是从我们这里面可以看到声音那个调啊，跟这些东西跟我们的人的这关系，那这个东西跟星座之间的关系，所以我们只要能够改变它，我们就可以改变我们的人生。
Okay, thank you.